Know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just a stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop, and I ain't telling on my bro.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken at the 3. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Brees. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
He can run for it. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field.
Good set, good set, good set. Hey, easy. Hey, chill.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Hill now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Brees on third down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He'll air it out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38.
Lucky 56. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal.
Kill.
To throw is Breeze. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Third and goal, option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Now, fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their 38. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Here's Ginn. Spinning away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Easy.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
5-0.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
368! 368! 368!
Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Ginn. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Kill. 21.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
On 4. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Benjamin Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Manti Te'o not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lead. 2-by-2. Move.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Spins by. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Thomas the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Easy, kill. 12. Ready, what's that?
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The final act of the first half. Dalton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
93, 52, 93, 44.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And caught, right side, Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to Mixon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And Dalton will just sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
0-2, 0-2. Got it. Wonder.
Breeze gonna throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
There you go. We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll start by Rupp. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Rolling to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Lead! Bring 18!
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a reinforced yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he's forced out left. He'll let it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
368!
Operating from the gun. Dalton finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Larry! He goes 368!
On 3rd down, Dalton buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Check!
Breeze gets it up to Ingram, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
36.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys that can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ready. Ready. Set. Ready, set.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Set. Set. Ready, set.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he hits his target, left side, Watson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all of those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
We're good. We're good.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Good set. We're good. 5-4, ready. Good set.
Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Geno Atkins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. 3rd down here. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Breeze now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Jesse Bates, the rookie safety, his first pick in the league. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we've reached the 1 minute mark in this game. All right, here's Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
We're good. We're good. There you go, 368.
Dalton wants to throw. And able to find Green. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he stopped immediately there. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And past the 30 down to about the 27. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. As they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed